And we're back with another episode of Let's Play Chrono Trigger. I'm your host, the RPG guy. Alright, let us head through to what we know is at the end. Cell? This must be Lavos. Squires, stand with me in this battle. Yeah, you're gonna need it. Definitely one of the hardest fights in the game. As he kills us and it tries to destroy us with nipple lasers. Okay, so first things first. Before we get too carried away here. Haste. Lightning run. Actually, you know what? Heal. For now. Yeah, look at Meryl's already taking a ton of damage. And then we want haste here. And then on Frog. You notice I'm being very particular with what I'm doing here. We're going to go after the left arm here first, or this creature's right arm, whatever you want to call it. Doesn't matter which one of them activates it first. You can see that we're going for that arm on the left because it could do some stuff to really screw up our game. If I'm not mistaken, it can actually deactivate our... I believe it can nullify our resistance to status effects, which is bad. It means, I believe, that the arm can continuously remove our abilities to be immune to status effects, and we don't want that happening because the main boss body, a lot of his two of his attacks, I believe, one causes, I think, confusion. Oh, there it is. Never mind. It didn't matter what I did. It can cause confusion. It can cause, and there's no way to reverse this as long as the battle's going. So we definitely want to make quick work of the battle. But as soon as that starts kicking in, we got to be careful. We want to kill the arm as quickly as possible. You know, almost say damn the healing. We need to kill it quickly. Because once it's down, it's not a problem anymore. Having one confused character is no big deal. Alright, there we go. And now the main body is going to hit us with some nasty attacks. It might kill Meryl, you know, one shot or what have you, but I think we'll be mostly okay. Yeah, so see, as you can see, he's confused. Poison we will ignore, but not confusion, for obvious reasons. That, I think, causes poison. Which I don't care about that. That should cover us for the rest of the fight, give or take. We'll deal with the occasional confusion when it hits. Oh my god! It's just we get so many turns because we're hastened, you know? And that, you know, and then we just gotta keep this up. It will eventually go down. Be a little harder if they confused all the characters, you know, it'd be a lot harder. Why we didn't allow that to happen. By the way, kids, there's more! Never a break. It's humanoid? Could it have acquired the powers of every creature on this planet? This thing is the reason we're all here. Such a vile being. We do not live for your ends. This planet is our home. Leanie's, Doan's, everyone's. And we're taking it back. Murderer. We'll not be used by the likes of you. And this boss fight's very misleading. The actual boss, I believe, is on the far right. The other two entities will die and be revived, kind of a deal. So it's something to think about as this fight goes on. I'll show you what I mean here. Oh yeah, that's right, that heals it. Whoops. Let us correct course on that right now. What we may even do too is put haste on Frog and Chrono. I don't think Meryl can survive one of the attacks of this boss. I might be getting my bosses slightly confused. But we're gonna open up with that anyway. So haste herself. Chrono can turbo ether himself. He's out of MP. In most cases, we'll want to keep our HP high. Ow. Tastes like healing. Nice. Go right for that one. Oh, you know what? I didn't check to see if it lowered its defense yet. It does that in order to revive the part that's been destroyed. So it may still be on full defense here. Yeah, it is. Give it a second. Now it lowered its defenses. Doesn't matter, we're immune. Nice. Hopefully we survive. Yep. Okay, some healing, and then we'll work on the other one again. Once it lowers its defense, of course. In case I have to heal, I will. Ouch. Ah, defense was restored. Well, you know it's going to lower its defense in order to revive the other piece of it, so deal with that when we get there. Any downtime we have, we can attack the center, but that's just another pod. Already lowered. We need Frog to sneak in and attack. Get some. Nice. And that's all she wrote. Hot damn. Feel good. That felt real good. As the Lavos just was given the bitch slap of justice. Oh my god! Chrono. Chrono. Chrono! Wakey, wakey. Uh-oh. You wake up and get your wretched body out of bed. Your stay of execution has been withdrawn. You will accompany us to the castle now, where we will carry out your sentence. What? We've been searching high and low for you, Chrono. Where did you take my daughter? Daddy, no. Chrono hasn't done a thing. My daughter says Chrono has done nothing. What do you think of that, Chancellor? If I may speak freely, Your Grace, I think your daughter is quite clearly delusional. Chrono's deeds have impacted the entire kingdom. The Chancellor, too. What's the matter with you? Please, just listen to me. There is a reason I've been gone. You see, we had to... Save the future? What? You saved the future. You taught us what it is to have hope. You defeated Magus' troops and restored peace to the realm in the year 600. Chrono beat reptites. What's going on? Why are you all here? Luca, you brought them here, didn't you? You undertook quite a daunting mission. These past and future members of our line told me all about it. Oh, snap. That means Meryl and Aelia will produce an offspring that's related. Oh my god! Members of our line? You mean these people are all my ancestors and descendants? Here I was fussing about rules when you were off protecting our kingdom and the life of the entire planet. I believe a victory parade is in order. Tonight we celebrate you, the hero who saved the world. Now, Nadia, why don't you go and enjoy the last night of the fair? Because if they kidnap her, they're going to be in for a hell of a lot of trouble. Welcome to this tasteful rave. Come along, Chrono, our hero. Come along, Princess Nadia. Home safe at last. May Guardia prosper for another 1,000 years. Let the Moonlight Parade begin. Oh yeah. Festival, 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 yeah. Oh man, we've come such a long way. Even Kitty's getting involved. Look at that. Who doesn't want the kitty to be involved? And there's Melchior. Surprised we didn't send him back into his timeline. Or will we? There's children on top of the tents. Don't let them fall. There's a man being drunk by the fountain. And we are now in control. Honey, don't just be a sack of potatoes. Dance with me. Aw. I think my daughter's own best friend. Wait till tell my friends. I don't suspect there will be much need for weapons anymore. My days as a smith may be at an end, but looking up at the beautiful sky, it's hard to be worried about something like that. That's a fair observation. There's Chrono's mother. I can't believe it. They say you saved the world, but still, I do wish you would spend a little more time around the house. It's terribly troublesome having no one around to look after the pets. Princess Nadia, you look beautiful now. Don't get me wrong, honey. You look good, too. What did she actually say? Nothing better than to toast under the stars. Chrono, have a sip. You're the hero today. Oh my god, it's full of explosions. Explosions. And the lights. No. No gato fun? Oh, that's okay. That's to be expected. Nothing over there. Alright. Let's continue on. Well, everyone, this is it. The time of parting is upon us at last. The gate is growing weak now that Lavos is gone. We've got to say our goodbyes before the gate closes for good. You're all leaving? Chrono's strong. Meryl's strong too. Ayla, have fun. With Kino. You're my distant ancestor, so you better have strong, healthy kids or I'll be in trouble. No worry. Ayla much energy. Yeah, she does. Wait, what did you mean by that? Kino dumb, Ayla go now. We but uglies later. See ya. Oh. Somebody's gonna get dominated in that relationship. Exuberant folk. And to think we may all have descended from them. Well, your majesty, Queen Linnea awaits. We too should take our leave. Frog. We've always felt farewells were best kept brief. You're right, who needs words? Smoocherino! Oh my! Oh, you know it's a happy ending when the princess kisses the frog. And thus Frog showed off his never mind. So, you're going to search for Shala? Yeah, nothing to say. Luca, I will keep working hard in the future. What's wrong, Luca? Aren't you going to say goodbye to Robo? So, you realized... Realized what? Robo was born in a bleak future. When we defeated Lavos, we changed history. The world will never be ruined now. Robo may not exist in the new future. Haha, do not be ridiculous. The new future will certainly have a place for me. Darn it, Robo. Don't pretend you don't care. When you're really sad, it just makes things worse. You are the one who taught me to consider the feelings of others in that manner, Luca. I am grateful for that. Don't cry, Luca. I'm sure Robo will still be built in the new future. Doan's like, fuck you, bitches, I'm out. Goodbye. Caution, oil has occluded my vision sensors. Sight diminished. Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. Domo, 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 domo. You remember that talk we had? You mean about whether our lives flash before we die? Yeah. I get the feeling that entity is finally at rest too. Yes, I feel it too. It's awfully easy to mess things up traveling through time. We should probably dismantle the epoch, shouldn't we? We'd never be able to see any of the others again, though. You naughty thing, come back here. See, Chrono, pets run away when you don't feed them. Hey, come back here. Oh no, Chrono, that gate will never open again. Well, it looks like we have no choice but to go after them. Go after them, but the gate's already... Luca, you don't mean... We still have a time machine. Yeah. Oh, there you are, Princess. His Grace is looking for you. I'm happy, you know, now there's no reason for you to be running off anymore. I have a gift for you, Nadia, to commemorate this day. This is Nadia's bell. It will ring out across the land. Pretty, isn't it? Nadia, could you and... Where did everyone go? Could someone please lend me a hand? Thanks for the gift, but I have places to be. Do 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 do. Nya 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 nya. Whew, made it just in time. Shall I fire a few off? No, damn it, not now. Actually, I could use your... Ah. And there it is. Oh. That will be our playthrough of Let's Play Chrono Trigger. Oh, it is definitely one of the great classics. Probably, arguably, debatably, one of the best RPGs of its time. This is definitely in people's top 10. I definitely feel this is one of the more solid games out there. They explain their time travel, how it works, you know, in this world. All of the events that take place, all of it carries to some place or another in some way, shape, or form. The characters are wonderful, even though some people have a thing against silent protagonists, but I think silent protagonists are only as good as the characters that surround them, so, you know. The gameplay is great, you know, the story is really good, as I said, the music is wonderful and memorable. Strangely enough, I would tell you, it's definitely not the hardest RPG out there, but it's definitely one of those great RPGs. You get somebody in on an intro one, and then this should be like the third or fourth one that they play. It's still, I still have a soft spot for this game. Is it the greatest RPG of all time? That, to me personally, is very debatable. It's definitely, you know, because there's always factors that go into that discussion. But it's definitely one of the great RPGs that were made. And definitely one that I strongly recommend if you're a fan of RPGs and have not played this game, give it a playthrough. Or 2, or 3, because this game has multiple endings. That's right, multiple endings. We've achieved, I believe, the best ending possible, among other things. But, you know, that's the thing. If there, you know, I might do the extra ending since I'm pretty much in the direction and made, you know, in doing the setup to tackle that. Possibly, we'll see. But yeah, it's a great solid game. It's a lot of fun. You really can't go wrong with giving Chrono Trigger a try. I'm taking the rose-colored, you know, retro glasses off, or nostalgia glasses off for this, to be critical of it. And really, like I said, the few things that there are issues with, some graphical glitches, some dialogue issues between versions, some difficulty versions. I think there's a difficulty swap between versions too. Ultimately, this game is very fun to play. It's very well handled and made. I'd be reluctant to say that it's a, you know, you wouldn't have too much trouble enjoying this game and traveling through the different time periods and stuff like that. There's a few side questy things that I didn't really do. Specchio, if you fight him every 10 or 15 levels, you fight a new form of him and he gives you like a power tab or magic tab for your efforts. All that stuff is, to me, not that important in the overall gameplay and experience. Going through the Black Omen 3 times was my choice to do, and I gained like 5 levels doing it. Or no, I think I gained more than that doing it, but you know, it's worth it because you have a slightly easier experience taking down Lavos. And if you want to see the other endings without looking it up online, you want to achieve it yourself, you're in a much better position going into New Game Plus to achieve that, because a lot of people go, well, how do you do it? Well, you beat Lavos at different stages of the game without actually getting to endgame, which is how you unlock all of those endings. If you guys like, comment, subscribe. If I get, I don't know, 100 likes on here, I will do and achieve some of the extra endings for you guys. And if that video gets, you know, hundreds of likes, at least 100 likes, I'll grab a few more. And if, you know, if that one gets 100 more, and I'm not going to make one episode an ending, I guarantee you that. I'm going to try to avoid that. But my point is that you guys will get to see how to tackle Lavos in those stages of the game, for the most part, and all of that hubbubaloo, and then you'll get to see those other plausible endings. But again, you gotta like, you gotta comment, you gotta subscribe, and definitely smash that like button. Smash it hard. Smash it like you would a toy hooker when you're drunk off your ass. That applies to anybody. I know it's a terrible joke. We get the animated ending. I think this was added. A lot of the cutscenes were added, if I'm not mistaken, to the PlayStation 1 remake or re-release of the game. So we're getting a lot of this cool stuff right now. Oh yeah. You no have choice tonight. You. Me? Tonight me? Tonight you. So there it is. And then there's... Who's that? Who could that possibly be? Vegeta? Vegeta, why is your hair green, Vegeta? Did you finally fuse with Broly, Vegeta? 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 It's the Vegeta look. I mean, come on. The face might be a little different, but it looks like Vegeta. Well, we all know who that actually is. That mother crooker. Melchior, yeah, bro. He's getting drunk. Ah! So I guess Melchior never went back to the Age of Antiquity, did he? That never resolves. Maybe he didn't want to go back, too. That's part of it. And that will complete our playthrough of Chrono Trigger Ball Z. It's a little baby robo. But wait, kids, there's more. Hey, isn't that Lucia's pendant from Lunar? The Silver Star, Lunar 2 Eternal Blue? Just kidding. We know who that probably is. Maybe. Maybe, kind of, sort of. Who do you think it is? Tell us in the comments below! And there it is, guys. Yep. Upgrade version staff. Yay for that. So, yeah. Like I said, wonderful game, wonderful characters, all kinds of stuff. That just, this game reeks of character, of imagination, you know, of just wonderful storytelling. And I'm glad to see it remade. There was a project called Chrono Resurrection that was a fan-made remaking of the original game in a 3D environment. And unfortunately, that game never came to fruition. It was, you know, canceled by Square-Enix. They didn't cancel it. They sent a cease and desist. And theoretically, they couldn't have really stopped him, because unless he charged money for it, then they could have. But ultimately, no, a lot of people don't want to waste their time with something like that when they could go and make something else. You know, that would be more legit, and not legit, but like less legit, but it like would be legit to them, be able to market it and all of that. And this game's fan base is definitely massive. It's definitely a wonderful fan base. And like I said, there is a sequel. There's actually 2 sequels. Radical Dreamer, which came out on the WonderSwan, I believe. I could be getting the console name wrong, which I actually did have played before it became available on Steam, which, if you're asking about Radical Dreamer, it's attached to the Chrono Cross remaster that is available on Steam. And I think it's available on some other consoles as well. It's a text game. It's nothing too crazy, but it actually attempts to... It doesn't even attempt. It somewhat connects... Not somewhat. It does connect Chrono Trigger to Chrono Cross, because I remember a handful of my friends, we when Chrono Cross came out, they were mildly disappointed, not finding much connection between Chrono Trigger and Chrono Cross. So there was a lot of debate about what happened, and that lost in translation stuff is really technically found in Radical Dreamer, which I will do a Let's Play of before tackling Chrono Cross at some point. So lots of cool stuff to really check out going down the road and all of that hubbubaloo. And I will say, there's, like I said, it's definitely, if you are an RPG fan and you want to, and you've not played many Super Nintendo RPGs, this is definitely, and this one is, I'm sure this one has not like gone past somebody's radar. It's just on their list of games they haven't played yet. I'll be the first to tell you, this is definitely one you should put at the top of your list if you haven't played it yourself. And really, some of you, my suggestion too is, once you've watched this, if you've watched this and haven't played Chrono Trigger, wait a couple months and then pull it out and give it a try yourself and get a feel for just the wonderful fun that is to be found in this game, for sure. Yeah. Nobuo Uematsu, Hironobu Sakaguchi, great names of people who worked on this game. It would be interesting to see maybe a 3rd Chrono game, but this is again lightning in a bottle. It required great creators from all different parts of Japan, from animation, like Akira Toriyama, who worked on the characters. Clearly, you see the Dragon Ball in there. From 2 composers. I know Nobuo Uematsu had to come in at the end to finish it, because the guy who was writing the music got so ill working on it that he had to relinquish control of the music writing to Nobuo Uematsu. And then you had all these different people coming together to bring this game to life. Is really, makes you really think back in the day when a lot of people, you don't see games like this as much anymore. This type of effort. You'll see like one famous game designer come, lead a team for a big studio, and that's really it. Maybe a famous team, but you don't see teams from different studios coming together to just make one of the greatest games humanly possible. And I think there's a lot to say with that. It's hard. It's very hard to do, of course, but I think ultimately, when you break it down, you just have to enjoy and be thankful for the stuff that you have. And yeah, they remake it, they re-release it, and they screw stuff up all the time. There's screw-ups in this that weren't eyesores, but they were there, that were better in previous versions. But at the end of the day, it could be worse. I've played worse, you've played worse, we've all played worse, and it is one of the times where I feel like at least they didn't screw it up that much. And I think this is probably the easiest version to get your hands on and enjoy on the PC. Don't need a strong PC to run this, and and I think it's, the upgraded graphics are a little nicer on the eyes. You don't have to use them too if you don't want to, so you don't have to worry about it ruining your experience. Gerd. What could that be? Like I said, but wait, kids, there's more. You now visit the Dimensional Vortex. Ending number 1, be on time. Clear counts 1 time. Save game completion data, yes. Sure. So as you can see, there's Dreams End. We can do New Game Plus and all of that good stuff. But with that said, you guys, I want to thank you guys for stopping by. Like, comment, subscribe, all that new good stuff. Check out the Twitch channel, twitch.tv/CDs for live gaming action. You could become a member on YouTube. We have a $1 a month subscription, or not a subscription, but a membership. It gives you access to releases of what I'm releasing next. You'll get to know the game I'm working on as well at the time of the next release, and so you're going to get a lot of information. You're going to get to know a lot about what's going on in the future of the channel, and all the updates for the We Try stuff, the Chairman of the Board show, all kinds of cool things, and you're going to get to know it before anyone else. There's also a $3 membership that's just in there for people who want to do a little bit more. It could give you access to the Discord channel, as long as you have it, right? As long as you're subscribed, you have access to the Discord channel. Some people are already grandfathered into that program, so don't worry about that too much. Yeah, and there's going to be some more exclusives coming up. We're talking about raffles and things we want to do for the We Try Stuff show. Maybe raffle off some Steam codes for free games and stuff we want to do down the road in the future. We're still, hashing a lot of that stuff out, but more things to get you guys involved and excited and intrigued into the kind of games that I do on this channel, as well as the board gaming and the live streams and all the different experiences we offer here on the RPG Guide channel, also the Jacktard Studios brand in general. So with that said, I'm not going to ramble on much further. I had a blast playing this game by going to the future, going to the past, and shoving my foot up Lavos' ass. So with that said, thanks for stopping by, guys, and we'll see you guys next time.